coming in or are you going out? One of the two. Watch out. Well, isn't that special? Apparently there's a little bit of lag there. Let me pull up that. There's a little bit of lag to YouTube, but I should be smoothly streaming, I believe. Let me do a couple things here. See if I typed that password in correctly. Yeah, I'm gonna do it again. Try that again. Let's see, I heard something. What did I hear? I got a DM. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Make sure this computer's connected. Do. I don't want to do that. I don't want to worry about that right now.
YouTube, man, if you stick with me, I'm gonna.
Now this computer ain't working worth a damn. Yeah, I think this computer was just trying to catch up. Seems to be playing video. All right. And we're going to close that out. And we're going to stop that. Come over here and refresh. And that should do that. And this stupid chair. Okay, let's see. Let's test it just to make sure. All right, like I say, this is a test of not only my internet, but also my headset. Let me know if the mic sounds better from the headset, or if you look at some of my other videos, if it sounds better with the webcam mic. I'm kind of curious to know on that. And right now I'm waiting for this thing to do its thing. Do. Da da da. Boom. Do 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 do. I'd like to know why there's. Hey, Barbara, how you doing? Glad to see you made it. Like I say, I'm just testing out this new system here. Yeah. Hopefully, like I say, hopefully, I'm really hoping. I know there's some built-in lag here, but I'm hoping the stream is coming through smoothly, with not a whole lot of buffering. Good, Barb. Good. Glad to hear it. So, like I say, hopefully with the new internet, this will allow me the opportunity to actually stream at a decent hour of the day and not have to stay up until 2 o'clock in the morning in order to do a stream. So, like I say, this is just basically testing the system out. Do you think, hey Garth, do you think this mic on my headset sounds better than the mic on the webcam did? Because if if it's got better sound, then I'm going to continue using the headset until I get a decent mic. Other than that, it only took about maybe an hour at the most to get the internet put in, because when we first moved to this house, was there? I never realized there was a buzz. Hopefully that's gone now. Yeah, I know. I don't have a green screen. So, I mean, technically, let me pull it up here. Choose background. Let's change it to none. How's that? That way I'm not fading in and out. But when we first moved into this house, I still had HughesNet, which was part of Dish when we first moved here. And I kind of got fed up with Dish. No, I don't know. I think it was, I forget exactly when, but it was when my contract was up. And they had the DSL out here, so I thought I was making a good move going to the DSL. But I mean, when I look at my internet speeds now, download speed of 125.62 and upload speed of 4.21. Compare that to my DSL. In the middle of the night, I might get 5 megabits down and maybe 0.70 up. And like I say, that was in the middle of the night when no one was on. So I should be able, with this kind of speed, I should be able to record videos and then upload them. So I might have some videos where I'm kind of out and about, recording on my phone, and then upload when I get back home. Like I say, it's going to be a little bit different now that I can actually do some of the things I'd like to do. I say if the internet speed stays like it is right now, I'm not going to have any complaint. Yeah, HughesNet, I was never happy with them. I was never happy with Dish. You know how that goes. I'm glad to hear that this mic is a little bit better than that camera microphone. Like I say, sooner or later, I'll, especially if I ever get to be monetized, I'll buy a good mic. And hello, Joanna. How are you doing? Slaving away at work, huh? But excuse me. I say, hopefully, if I start getting subs and everything, I've got my Patreon and PayPal and all that on YouTube homepage. So hopefully, if I get subscribers that enjoy it, then maybe in the future I can get a better camera and definitely get a better mic. I don't know if Steve has decided what he wants to do yet, because I told him that desk mic, if he decides to get rid of it, that I would buy it off of him But I noticed last night I was lurking in the stream a little bit, and I noticed last night that the mic on the mic stand was missing from Agenda Free. So I don't know if he sent that mic and the arm back to Amazon and kept the mic that just sat on the desk, or whether he sent everything back. Hey, Duty Ron, how the heck are you? Good to see you. My good friend. I like this. See, this time of day, I can actually stream with this new internet. It's great. I say, if I can keep this speed that I've got right now, I will be very happy with the internet. If I don't know if I know Barbara knows Duty Ron, Garth and Joanna. This is Duty Ron, retired New York City detective, and he does some live streaming on crime stories and whatnot. And he has very, very interesting streams if you're into true crime, especially current events. I know he was covering the Seattle shooting a little bit last night. He doesn't go on very long. He doesn't get long-winded, and as he puts it, he doesn't want to overstay his welcome. Well, as far as I'm concerned, he can stay on as long as he wants because it's very interesting listening to him. And I've met some other people through Duty Ron that I hope to get together with and do some Zoom chats. Because some of the YouTubers that Duty Ron has introduced me to do Zoom panels that they broadcast. So maybe at some point, once they get better to know me, through watching videos or whatnot. But I basically spent all night watching Green Bay Wacky, both on YouTube and on D Live. That D Live is kind of an interesting site to broadcast on. But like I say, this is mainly a test stream. Like I say, the internet guy probably just left. Let's see, I've been on for 18 minutes, so I'd say the internet guy left about a half an hour ago. You must be on your lunch break there, Ron. I wasn't even thinking about that. You're an hour ahead there in New York, so it's 12:30 there. Yeah, Green Bay's he's a good guy, and I enjoy Cab 7. You can if you want. Like I say, it's mainly a test stream. I'm thinking about doing a stream later on, depending on what's going on, because I don't know when or if you might stream today. I don't want to, interfere with that. I don't want to interfere with the Agenda Free TV or the Lookner channel. We all have room. No one should be fighting amongst themselves. So hopefully I kind of have a layout for my next stream that I want to do. I want to talk about PTSD a little bit. Hello, Baggins. How you doing today? But I'm going to go over some stuff about PTSD. Uh, I think, and this is, and I'm not picking on anybody here, okay? Uh, but I think the term is really overused in a lot of senses because you've got some people that are, uh, no, there's not going to be no cage match. Good Lord. Like I said, there's uh, plenty of space for all YouTubers out here. But the term PTSD anymore is kind of overshared by people that I guess you could say not real traumatized, you know. I mean, I've got a nephew that was in the Marines in Iraq uh, at a helicopter base, and the poor boy, he can't stand the 4th of July anymore, you know, because of the fireworks and whatnot. And you've got people like Duty Ron, for instance, you know, being a detective in New York City, and he went through 9/11. He was there during the rescue efforts and everything. That's a very traumatic thing. A lot of police officers have PTSD, but I mean, if I go out and tear up my car and say, "Oh, I got PTSD now because I wrecked my car," that's not a proper use of it, and I think it takes away from people that really have debilitating PTSD. I mean, when I first started driving trucks, the first partner I had, he was a Vietnam vet, and he served in the Navy on a river gunboat. So he had seen some shit, and we got along really well for about 8 months, and then the last day we were in the truck together, there was an incident that happened while I was driving, and when we got back to the terminal, that was only about 3 hours away from where the incident happened. I fueled the truck, I parked the truck, and I went in the office and I said, I can't run team with this man anymore. And it wasn't his fault, just for the simple fact of what he had been through. I mean, I went through the Army and everything, but luckily I served during peacetime. You know, so I'm fortunate there. But he had some severe issues that in 8 months of running team with him never showed up until that one day. And that one day, he could have killed us both. And that was when I told the company I can't run with him any longer and take the chance of something like that ever happening again. And the VA doesn't do enough for our veterans. None of the mental health facilities do enough for our veterans or our first responders. You've got guys that are firemen, police officers, ambulance crews, you know, paramedics. They see some of the worst things. I mean, as a truck driver, I came upon a lot of accidents that I really wish I hadn't helped out at, because that it leaves a memory, and that's just that. That's not something like guys in wartime situations went through, or anybody that was involved in 9/11. You know, that those memories for all the guys that were there, those memories will never go away. When they go to bed at night, they probably see them in their minds. They wake up, they see them in their minds, you know. And by the grace of God, they survived it all. But they lost a lot of friends, a lot of good people. So, like I say, I think the term PTSD is a little overused by some people, and I'm not picking on anybody. Don't get me wrong. Uh, a car accident, yeah, could could be a traumatic incident that leaves you a little bit scarred, but trying to equate that with what some of these guys go through, and women too, because I mean, my youngest daughter, her best friend through school, got married not too long ago, probably about a year or so ago, and her and her husband both joined the army to both get uh, put in the same unit and everything. He went in for airborne infantry, and she went in as an airborne combat medic. So, if they ever do see combat, that'll leave a mark on them. You know, anything like that can leave a mark on you. Survivors of mass shootings, they suffer PTSD. I can't even think of the name of it now. Pulse nightclub down there in Florida. Those poor people have legitimate cases of PTSD. There's no doubt in my mind about it. So, you know, someone else that didn't go through such a traumatic incident, when they say they have PTSD from whatever, it's to me, it's lessening. Uh, yes, Ron, that's right. It it kind of takes away from the impact, I guess you could say, of people that haven't been through something like that. And a lot of people anymore just think, oh, everybody has PTSD from something. And they kind of write it off for veterans or police officers and whatnot. And that's not right. Hello, Contowel Creek. How the heck are you today? Yeah, that's what I figured. It looks a lot better. And everyone tells me this mic sounds better. So I think until I get a regular desk mic, I think I'm going to continue using this unless I'm on my phone. For all the people that are here, if you're not subscribers, if you'd hit that subscribe button, I would definitely appreciate it. I know my good friend Ron, he'll be sending people this direction. He already has. Uh, and like I say, I'm trying to reach out to other YouTubers that have some following And, this is a community that we have. And, we need to make it more of a community. Like I've said in the past couple videos, this abuse of YouTubers that I've seen and swatting and wellness checks and everything, that stuff's got to stop. I don't know how to combat it, but it takes a toll on people. But anyways, like I say, that's basically it for right now. I just was wanting to test out my new internet, make sure that that the video seems smooth, that the sound sounds good, and hopefully I've been practicing a little bit with the OBS, and hopefully I'll start getting that down. And I really hope that I can improve these videos as I go along. It's definitely a learning process as you go. So with that, let me pull it up here. With that, I think I'm gonna bid you all a good day for now. And depending on what happens later this evening, I might be back. If not this evening, then once I get up tomorrow, get me a pot of coffee, and we'll sit, have some coffee and some good conversation. So for right now, I'm going to bid you all farewell until next time. Y'all take care now.